Okay, so out of fear that this is not going to work, I'm going to try and do this one more time. And only one more time. Okay? So if it doesn't work, then it won't work, and I'm not going to touch on this subject again. Knowing when you've won the verbal fight, aka knowing when to shut the F up, is always a good thing. So, as of this weekend, I've had a very bad week from Sunday to today, which is Sunday again. So, in this week, I've gone through a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. Really bad stuff. And, I got into a little argument with my uncle over his medicine and me not cussing at his mother, but he thought that I cussed at his mother and told everybody in the universe that I cussed out my grandmother, which I didn't. Because I called her and made sure that I didn't cuss her out. She said that I didn't, so I'm glad to take her word for it. But the bottom line is, when you make a verbal point that is true, that is 1,000% true, and you've won the argument, why is it that some of you can't stop? This happens to be the issue in the 20-second video that I dropped a few seconds ago. The point of the matter is, when you've won the fight, hands down, you've made all the accurate points. Everything from point A to point B to point C, all the way down to Z, is straight and right and to the point. That's when you shut the F up. My uncle, on the other hand, in one of the blooper videos, you'll hear the dumb messages that he left me, calling me insane and insulting me and all the other stuff. Now, you want to know why I ain't talking to him, just go back and watch those videos. Because, one, if you've made your point, and I choose not to talk to you, I have that right to choose not to talk to you. Because I don't need to be insulted daily. Alright? I got enough people that's not in the family that wants to insult me. I don't need somebody in the family who just keeps rubbing it in my face. No. I know what I've done with my life, which is absolutely nothing. I don't need you to constantly remind me at how bad I suck at life. I don't need that shit. You're not helping me by hurting me, by putting me down and saying all the things that he said. Now, like I said, when he won the fight, all he had to do was shut the F up right then and there. He could have just shut up, but he wouldn't. He wanted to go digging deep into the wound and making things worse for me. And started talking about all of this stuff. And then he left me like 9 messages yesterday and 7 messages today. Talked about my dead father and how I'm a piece of shit this and a piece of shit that, and that my father was a piece of shit. Now, before my father died, everything was cool. After my father died, he held my father in the highest fucking regard. So, here's that thing about people blowing smoke up your ass to appease you versus telling them how they really feel about you. Or your parents or whatever. Alright? So now that I know that, I wish I would have recorded that and kept that to play that shit back to him, but I didn't. So that's on me. But, now that he's done that, now I know where I stand, I'm gonna make sure he knows to just don't call me no goddamn more. No matter what you need. You're done. We are completely done. I'm cutting him off. I'm fixing to cut off my mom and every damn body else too, because I don't need to be treated like dog shit. There's enough people in the world who already hate you. When your family's doing it too, you know that things need to change. And I'm fixing to change them. So, this argument was about his medicine. I drove it down there. I didn't want to do it. And then he goes, well, if you didn't want to do it, then you shouldn't have done it. You wouldn't stop calling me, so I had no choice but to do it. You kept bitching about it, so I had no choice but to do it. I needed gas money. You gave it to me for bringing you your medicine. You even gave me more than what I was supposed to get. So I'm going to give him the $25 back. Whether he likes it or not, I'm going to give it back to him. Point blank period. No, I'm just going to give it right back to him. I don't give a shit. And then I'm washing my hands of him. And I'm going to tell him, don't ever call me no more. I don't give a damn if you're dying. Don't call me. Because, 1, I'm not stupid. 2, you don't know when to shut the fuck up. And 3, I don't give a damn how you feel about me. Don't talk about my dead daddy. He can't defend himself. He's dead. Alright? And that's the thing, he had to fight one. every salient point that he made was 1,000% true, I'm not gonna not fault him for that. I do not hold that against him because everything he said was true. That's when he should have stopped. But no, he wants to just keep turning the knife. He wants to keep grinding it in and just keep rubbing it in, pissing in the wound that already got salt in it. So now I'm going to cut him completely out of my life. I'm done. Outside of his son, I don't want nothing to do with him. No, that's it. We're done. So he called me all kinds of gay stuff when I'm not gay. He started insulting the family members that are gay and just wouldn't stop. I'm like, dude, no, I ain't got nothing against nobody gay. I don't care. As long as they're not bothering me and they're also not hurting children or animals, you can live their life the way you want. So he started in on my nephew and on my cousin and on all this other stuff. And I'm like, you know what? We're done, dude. Because here's how I feel about gay people. You happy? You're braver than most people. You're living your life. And the reason why I say they're braver than most people is because it's not easy being a gay man, and being a gay black man is even harder because they have to live in a world where people shun them and want to hurt them as much as they look at them. They do. We're us straight people, hey, as long as you ain't bothering me, I don't give a damn what you do. Now, it's the same thing I have issues with transgenders. As long as you're dating in the transgender community, I don't have a problem with that. And I know that sounds prejudiced and racist as hell, but when you look at the newspaper, and every time you turn around, if a transgender is being murdered by somebody who's normal or straight or normal-ish, there's a problem here. And they probably shouldn't do that. And I say that for their safety, not because I'm being prejudiced or being a dick about it, but I'm sure you guys can take that any way you want. Back to me. I am not a hypersensitive person. It generally takes a lot to piss me off. But it also depends on the situation. Now, if you're all up in my face, I got a 5-minute tolerance. And after 5 minutes, you might be picking your teeth up off the floor. But I got 5 minutes. I got 5 minutes to just try my best to ignore it and tune it out. But as long as you don't do the following shit, don't talk about me being a half-breed, don't say nothing about one of my parents, and don't spit on me, we're good. You can talk until your damn tongue fall out. But once you get to the point where you think you're going to put your hands on me, no more Mr. Nice Guy. Then it's time for me to rearrange your fucking face. Now, the whole point of this video was to talk about knowing when you've won a verbal fight. It's not that difficult to know when you've won the fight. Once you've won the verbal fight, you need to know when to shut the fuck up. Because you've made your points, you've hit them, ching, 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 you hit every hammer on every nail, and you didn't miss. It's done. You've won. I even told you, stop talking. You don't won the argument. Stop talking. But that's not your hint to, stop talking. And then I said, if you don't stop talking, I'm hanging up on you. Which is how this whole thing got started. So I was like, look, dude, I'm going to tell you one more time. Stop talking. He wouldn't stop talking. So I stopped him from talking by hanging up on him. And I have not spoken to him since. I've blocked his phone number, so everything he calls goes straight to voicemail. I don't want to talk to him. So I'm going to find out how much money I have in my account tomorrow. I'm going to make a special trip down to where he lives and give him his goddamn money back. And then I'm going to leave. And I'm not going to talk to him anymore for the rest of my natural life until he grows up or apologizes. And even if he apologizes, which he always does because alcohol is a thing, you can apologize to somebody so many times before they just stop taking your apologies. I'm done. Because like I said, he got mad at me one time and tried to kill me over my own car because he was drunk and wanted to tow it because the car wasn't functioning. And I was like, no, you're not going to do that. That's the only car I have. That being said, this video is over. Thanks for watching.